Hi guys, welcome. I hope you're having a lovely day. Um, mm, welcome. Let me get my microphone put on. Okay. I always forget the mic. Okay, I hope you can hear me well now on Instagram. Hellos. And then hi, Facebook. Hi, YouTube. Hi, guys. Welcome. Click on the subscribe button, please, as you're joining us. And make sure you remember to click on the like. And you can put in your questions in the comments section at any time. So, I am so glad that we are getting the time to talk tonight. I was supposed to have done a session on when? On Friday, on Monday, but Monday was just hectic. Never got to it. I don't know even what was happening Friday, Saturday. So I hope you guys are safe. In South Africa, we're currently having a hell of a time. There's a lot happening. There's a lot of unrest, but also it's not just physically, it's in the spirit. We are currently going through the most. But just know that if you're not experiencing this physically, if you're not having to worry about your life physically, you have to worry about your life spiritually, because in the spiritual realm, actually all of this is coming from in the spiritual realm. We are currently having a whole new dimension open to us. So what does that mean? It means that we are all entering a new spiritual field, and it's a field where we stop depending on others. We stop depending on what we always knew, my job, my this. We're starting to be able to create from who we are. We're starting to create from what God gave us. And you will see that after this unrest, a lot of people will start to get a new life. It's like, oh, I had a business, but then, so much happened, and I don't think I still want to do this business. I had a job, but so much happened. I think I want something else. So we are going through a spiritual cleansing, a spiritual transition. So if you're not feeling this physically, you're not having to fend for your life physically, we are going through this spiritually. I am going through like the most terms of downloads and all these things. And you might find yourself not being able to sleep at night. You might find yourself dreaming dreams that you've never dreamt before. You find yourself, when you close your eyes, you lift up, you go somewhere. You might find that you see a lot of purple light when you're sleeping. So all of us are going through this. I mean, this is called the dark night of the soul, but it's happening literally in a way that is quickened. We are going through a quickening, awakening. And of course, it must show in the physical that we are going through a transition. So I hope you guys are great. I hope you guys are praying. I hope you guys are standing in the gap for others. I hope you guys are holding on with dear life. But most of all, try to make sure that you are gaining something with this spiritually. And I mean, of course, if you have time to sit and watch this, you literally have a space in your home where you don't have to be worried about the unrest is in the physical part of it, but you are going through a spiritual unrest. So pay attention to it. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so today our topic is on the guilt. So this is one thing that always comes up in sessions every time I have sessions with people, and and it's a serious issue. But I thought we'll talk about it because right now, actually, we are going through the same thing. It's actually happening physically. It's actually happening like in the like we can see it. It's happening. So a lot of people might have noticed that there is a uproar of the so-called middle class that is saying, hey, you know, do not judge anybody because these people are hungry and they must do what they must do. And I tell you, there are videos of people who do not look hungry, who will not be hungry, who are doing this also, which is, I mean, we don't know why, who's doing it, why are they doing it, what is the situation? And we can only just think of what is happening. But how does this affect us? A lot of us who are sitting here now on Facebook right now, who are the so-called tweeters, who do not go out there to fight on the streets, who fight through the keyboard, normally it's said. And these are the people who most of the times comes to me, and they have so much guilt that normally cost them so much in terms of vibration that they are in so much debt. A lot of people that come to me to do any kind of healing, it's because they are in debt, and this debt is created out of guilt. Now, if you probably have heard me talk about debt, how debt is created. Debt is not something that has to do with money. Debt is an energy that has to manifest. So you have a headache that tells you that you have a headache, you are coughing, that tells you you've got flu. The headache and the coughing is not flu, because flu is a virus in your system that you can't touch and see. But because you have that virus in your system, then it will show up as flu. So debt is like that. Debt is telling you something is inside. So people who've got guilt are normally in debt. Of course, debt also has other symptoms, other causes, root cause, like value, not knowing your value and all those things, worth and all that. But number one is guilt. So I thought, let's talk about it, because right now it's happening. And a lot of people after all of this are going to have more debt. I promise you, I can blame my life on it. After all of this, if you were not in a spiritual place where you understood what was happening and where you actually grew spiritually, you're going to be in debt after this. Because what is happening right now is this. In South Africa, let me just talk for South Africa for 1 minute, and then I will make it general again. So in South Africa, we had apartheid. Apartheid happened to us, and it was a time where we were made to believe that we are not good enough, we are not worthy, and a whole lot of other beliefs around that. I wrote a whole entire book about this. So now, this notion was to say that if you're Black South African, you must not be in a place where you could be in a suburb. There was, our fathers used to have a pass. They couldn't go to the suburbs. They couldn't be in town at a certain time of the day. They were told that this is your area. The township is your area. This is where the filth and the poverty and all the wrong things happen. That's where you stay. You come to town, you work. At 5 o'clock, you take back, it takes you a bus or a train, you go back to your filthy place where you stay. So even today, if you live in South Africa, in the township, you are looked at down, because that is the place for the Black people who do not have nothing. So, and then once a Black person goes and stays in the suburbs, all of a sudden, there is a notion that, oh, you are the ones that think that you are better. So in South Africa, there is that once you live in the suburbs, and at some point, South Africans work hard to go live in the suburbs, work hard and so that they can leave the township. because the township is a cursed area, is the cursed place. Because that's what the system taught us, the apartheid system. We didn't teach ourselves this. We didn't think we were staying in a filthy place, in a place that doesn't have joy and all this, just like a place where you are thrown away so that you can get out of our face when you've done working for us the whole day. So, I mean, I hear that in Cape Town, actually, that is still like a real thing. Of course, in Gauteng and, all the other provinces, that is not really now a thing. But in Cape Town, apparently, if you are a Black person, you are expected to go to Gugulethu in the evening and stay there, like, don't come here. During the night, in a Black person scene, apparently, unless you are a tourist, you feel like I'm not supposed to be here. Apparently, that still happens in Cape Town. I don't know. I'm normally there when I'm visiting, so I guess I fall under tourist. So yeah. So now, Black people, then when they go and stay in the suburbs, then guess what? In the suburbs, you have water that runs great. You have electricity that is there all the time. You've got a nice warm bed, nice neighborhood. You've got all of a sudden security company watching you. You've got an alarm system. All these things that the township doesn't come with those things. Like just in the standard township doesn't come with those all of those things. So now the people who try to work hard to get to that state of staying in the suburbs, some of them don't even afford really to stay there. They will be better off staying in the township. They will have a better life in that township, but they force themselves to go into the suburb to stay there because it's an I've arrived type of moment. I am better type of moment for them. And some, they go there and they stay in houses with no furniture. Apparently in Midrand, people go there and stay there because it's suburbs, but then they stay there with no furniture, in a house without the furniture. But at least my address is not the township. You see how bad that is? Okay, so now, let's say then you do have a bed. God forbid you have everything now, you're staying in the suburbs. Those people feel so guilty when they see the people that are still struggling in the township. They feel like they have sold out the group that is still there. Like, we are the ones who got away. Like, oh my God, I don't deserve being here, but anyway, I'm here. So let me just keep it on the down low and not show it off too much. They show it off when they have to, but they try by all means to keep feeling like, oh no, by the way, I worked hard for this. By the way, it's not that I just got here, I worked hard for this. So then they start putting this thing of, I work hard for this, sort of like I deserve to be. And it's like South Africa, it's all our land. It doesn't matter with just that way it is, but like it's all our land. But then it's like, oh no, I deserve being here. But then, of course, white South Africans don't think like they should say, I worked hard to stay here. They say, no, this is our place. But Black people, when they stay in the suburbs, they say, I worked hard to get here. I sacrificed a lot to get here. So again, this unrest and this, this COVID things, and they are coming back to us and they are showing us these things. We need to deal with them. So now, at this point in time, we are seeing Black people in the TV. The TV is showing us Black people going into stores, looting, coming out with stuff, and taking these things home because apparently they are too hungry. That's the notion that has been said around, that these people are looting because they are hungry. And I'm not saying they are not. I'm not even saying they are. I don't know. But what I'm saying is that is the notion that is going around. But then now, the people who have warm beds, who are staying in the suburb, who are watching Facebook right now, who has the time and the energy to have the device to watch the Facebook, who have the data to watch the Facebook and the live on Instagram and all this, are now feeling like, oh my God, our people are actually hungry and on the streets, and look at me, I'm sitting here enjoying the life of the people of the life that I'm not supposed to be enjoying. But then I worked hard for this. You see the problem? So now, And sometimes you might not even think it. But it's in your subconscious mind. It's playing right there. Every time you see that Black person running around there trying to get some food, you ask yourself, that is supposed to be me. That is me. Why am I here? Why am I here? What made me get here? So then the guilt comes up. The collective guilt, not your own, not as me as Busi, me as a Black person in South Africa. That collective guilt that has been causing all this commotion comes up for you. And that guilt is the thing we need to cleanse from our system. Because number one, we are saying that I am not worthy. The more you see that person and you identify with their lack, and let's just say we're taking somebody, there was a guy who was driving a Mercedes and he went to loot in Woolworths apparently. The guy does not have a problem. Let's just say, we don't know, but let's just say the guy doesn't have a problem and he just saw people looting and he thought, let me get a quick one. Who said people who have got money do not steal? People with money steal all the time. We know them, right? Actually, people with money steal more than people who don't have money, actually. Now that if we can talk about that, we know the country just lost a whole lot of money in all sorts of things. And those are people who are called the rich, and they stole way, way more than what these people right now are stealing. So this guy doesn't have any problem. And there you are, projecting your own unworthiness on this guy who has everything and is just stealing because he can. And people said, let's go steal, and he just went, and he didn't have to steal. He had money for food. So when you see these individuals, what do you think? What comes into your mind? How do you see those people? Do you see them as people who are poor? Oh, shame, they are poor, they need food, or you see them as criminals, or you see them as what? Because that counts. This whole entire thing, as I said, is a transition, is put in our face so that we can look at it and cleanse things in us that we need to cleanse. What do you see when you see those people running around on the screen doing those kind of things? And you sitting in front of your heater in your house, amazing house, in your underfloor heating, in your nice duvets and perfect lifestyle. What comes into your mind? Because what comes in your mind tells you where you are with the vibration that you have. And that is asking. So many times in this channel, we've been talking about we need to ask for bigger things. We need to ask for bigger things, but then we need to align with bigger things. Now, this is a good example of that is coming into our face directly and telling us who we are. If you wanted to know where's your vibration, now it's a very important time to assess your vibration, because the next thing you're going to do, the next level you're going to take, depends on what vibration you have. You want to become a CEO. You want to start a business that is a multinational business. You want to start a business that is a multi-million rand business that is going to save people's lives, that is going to do all these things. Where is your vibration? This moment right here, right now, is a transition time, because you can finally say, what do I think? Then find out your energy. Then find out your vibration. Heal what you need to heal. Because other than that, it was going to be too difficult for you to see this blind spot. So God had to bring it up in front of you for so many days. Currently seeing it on TV every day. What do you think? So let me see on the comments. What do you guys see when you see these visuals on TV? What comes up for you? What do you identify with? What don't you identify with? What your heart is saying? Where is the pain in you? Is there any pain? Because this is an awakening moment. We are going through the dark night of the soul. Others are going through it physically, which is not so nice, but most of us are going through it spiritually. And this is going to determine the next level of life. If you have been in a job that you hate and you wake up every day going to that job so that you can stay in a suburb, that tells you something about your next level. If you've been having a business that you don't even like, that makes you do all sorts of crazy things just so that you can have a certain life, that tells you something about your next level. Nokwanda says, I anticipated good things, but things just turned upside down. Even my back hurts as if I've been carrying heavy stuff. Yes, totally no wonder. We are going through the dark night of the soul. And we are not going through a physical one where we're running on the streets. We are going through a spiritual one. And our bodies are telling us things are hectic. They are totally hectic. But it's for an awakening. We have to look in the mirror and cleanse and leave these people behind. Leave these things behind. Leave these people we have been behind. We are not just cleansing for us, we're cleansing for our ancestors that have passed. So we have to use this time. We cannot let this time pass and leave us the same. We have to use it. Murendi says, I see them as angry people. Okay. Somebody else says, it's so painful to see businesses losing due to looting. I can't imagine small businesses. Okay. Cindy says, zero guilt, as I didn't even think of it. I'm surprised people feel guilt. Okay. So, anybody else, please do share. So, Murendi said, angry people. Okay. Because, again, probably this is going to be very triggering for some people, but we see who we are. So, angry people, okay. Let's talk about the guy from Woolworths that is not even angry. He just was going there just so that he can get something because everything was happening. And he has no problem. He's driving his Mercedes-Benz. See, the guy was going to a Mercedes-Benz. He's driving his Mercedes-Benz. He doesn't have a problem with. He is not angry. He is just got a chance to steal. And he stole. And there's Murendi feeling angry. Why? So you need to then ask Murendi, why do I think these people are angry? Because you only see who you are. What is it about you that has to do with anger? About the whole entire, because we know why you think these people are angry. There's a reason because of what you think these people are angry. So why? If you're not feeling guilt, what are you feeling? Maybe you're feeling angry, Cindy. What are you feeling? Because a person who doesn't feel like they've arrived in some way will not maybe feel guilty because, I'm not even there yet. But what is it that you're feeling? Marie said, no pain at all. It's just the angriness. Nigga says, I'm not feeling guilty, shame, but watching the chaos on TV is emotionally draining. Okay, so you are feeling something. And when it's emotionally draining, it means that there is something you actually probably don't even want to name it, and you feel it in your system. You have something that you don't want to look at. So your body is telling you, I'm not wanting to look at this. What is it? Because it's happening. Why is it here? Why am I seeing it? It can't just happen because it's happening. It's happening because you're seeing it because there's a reason. And the post that I posted when I was saying that we're doing this, it says the rich don't care. So we're going to talk about that part. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Let me read the comments. Ntombizota says, I see them as people who need help. There's something really wrong. Okay. Bolelo says, I see the pain. I think of the aftermath and the rebuilding the country. I feel the desperation of those that are genuinely hungry, and then I'm annoyed by the selfishness about promiscuity. I think because Kudala Sako wish I've lost I've lost precious things. I know the meaning of starting afresh. I understand the mess. A part of me is excited for them for their next level. Very interesting. Lihle says, I'm feeling anxious because of the suffering of the aftermath. Very, very, very interesting. I'm just I want to read on the Instagram. Okay, I'm gonna try to look it up from my phone. The other side, it's not helping me. One of these days, I need to find a better way of connecting here. Because wow, this Instagram doesn't want to show me the comments better. Oh my goodness, I'm not seeing it here. Okay, let me try again. Okay, so okay, now I can see. Nhlanhla says, I become sad. I feel the nation is accumulating negative karma. Aya says, if angered as a Black person, we are easily influenced by anything. Wow. Okay, Aya. Miss Pridey says, we have been a consumerism generation and all about world of luxury and alcohol and sex, etc. We haven't looked at the people. We haven't looked after people. Yes, we need to be different people and fabric. Our morality is in. Wow. Mate says, I felt like the country has passed a reset button. Wow. Miss Pride says, I feel so much empathy. Mbilo says, I'm saddened by this. My heart is heavy and I still have to ask this question deeper. I've kept away from the news lately. The dimp says, I'm present. Bilo says, I feel so sad for the people that lost their businesses. Angie says, angry because I can't even go buy candles to pray. I'm in the township and it hurts building. It hurts building in ashes. Fortunate says, I feel I need to learn something from all of this. Okay, so Tandega says, I'm angry thinking of the rebel effect of the economy and all of us. Nondogozo says, I feel for the people who are going to lose jobs, also worried about the economy of the country. I see thieves. I will say I'm not a thief. Oh, please. Okay, so the truth is that we only see who we are. I promise you guys. I promise you, we only see who we are. So there are people. Let's talk about the other people, the third group. So there's the poor that is looting, and then there's the middle class that is typing away on Twitter on their keyboards, fighting the fight from that side. Not that it's not useful to type to fight the fight from that side. I mean, the only important thing about that is that we are all finally talking about something that we should have been talking about anyway before all of this happened. So it's a good thing. Catherine says mixed emotions, but all people are going to suffer the most with shopping. So then the third group is the one that is the rich that don't care. So let me tell you what other people are seeing, which I haven't seen from this comment. So other people are actually very excited and happy. Well, maybe not happy. Let me not use happy. But other people are actually excited that they are going to have more jobs to do. So, we're gonna have they're taking down the school. I'm gonna have to go and put a proposal with the Department of Water to build a school. Oh, they are taking down a mall. I'm going to have to go and put a proposal to paint the walls. Oh, they are burning the thing. I have to go and talk to all those shops that have been burnt, to put on their finisher bag, to redecorate for them, to do this and do this. Oh, they've taken down this and this. We need to create more of that. There are people like that. Okay? There are people who see opportunities from all of this. Those are the people who are rich and they don't care if this thing is falling apart, because bona, they can make it work. So you see the three levels. Now the poor is probably not here. Nobody in us here is the poor, because we know where those people are. They are running in the streets, right? They are the ones who are looting. They don't have time for this. Then the second group definitely is here. And they are fighting between being poor and being rich. That's what we are talking about. And we are praying that this group here can get to rich. And the rich is not here because we haven't seen it in the comments. Maybe it's watching and not talking. Maybe the rich is still looking at us. Yeah, and hasn't said anything yet. Because the rich, they are actually saying, yes, 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 yes. I tell you, I know them. I've talked to them. Before I came here, I've talked to the rich. They are actually excited about this whole entire thing. I don't know how to take that. But they actually be like, yo, there's going to be so much done. So what happened to me the first time when we had the lockdown? During the lockdown, when the lockdown started, people were traumatized. Now, me, I have an issue, and I'll tell you one day about it, around drama. So, and at first, I thought it was a drama thing, because I need to have some drama in my life happen. Every time when there's drama, I feel calm. Now, this is what happened when I was born. There was drama. Actually, apparently, my mother went to the toilet, the outside toilet, just before she gave birth to me. So I almost like happened there. So when I came into life, the first time I took my first breath, there was too much drama in my life. So normally when there's drama in my life, I calm down. So during now, guys, like it sounds wrong, I know. During now, you see everything is going up in smoke. Me, I feel comfort. Like when there's all this where, I like feel like, damn, at least other people can suffer like me, because when there's calm, I don't know that calm thing, right? You know, I have to meditate it to me every day. So when the first lockdown happened, I felt this calm, and everybody was losing their mind. I felt so much calm. I felt like home, like I felt like everything was okay, finally. So, I mean, everybody was panicking about they were going to die from coronavirus. See, they didn't. I was like, coronavirus, what? Can kill me never. And by the way, I tell you, I was going through most of my own troubles in life, but I was just feeling so much calm. And then my business grew 800%. That's what my accountant said during COVID, the first lockdown. Because I was actually excited. I was like, everybody who's stressed, come this side. Come to me. Come to me. Everybody who's stressed. I was selling online programs. I was like working the whole entire time. When people were like, we're sleeping, we don't know what to do with ourselves, I was working. Like, I was so excited. Because at first I was so calm, and then I got so excited. So I don't know what's wrong with me. But I made so much money during that first lockdown. Since, I mean, of course, lockdown has never actually ended. Since coronavirus, I've made so much money. So actually, every time I hear lockdown, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to jump in that gear. So, but I'm saying, I'm not want to judge the other people who think this is a good thing, but I'm just saying there are levels to life. So whichever level you are at, you need to look in the mirror and check what's up. Where are you wanting to go? And things like this brings to us who we are. There are people currently right now, guys, who are excited about all that is happening because they are going to make so much money building. And then you might be sitting there thinking, oh my God, I feel sorry for the people who have to build. No, there are people who see the opportunity. You see the sadness. There are people who see the opportunity. Why are you not seeing the sadness? Ask yourself that question. That is the question you need to take to your prayer. Why am I not seeing the opportunity? Why am I seeing the other side? Why am I seeing the sadness? I used to be that person that when I get to a robot, I see a person who's begging, I will feel so much pain and trauma. Until one day, I went with an outreach to Swaziland from all the USA. They were here to save us. And they got there and they started looking at children that were dirty, playing in the mud. I am Swati. I know how we love that thing. I know we were playing in the mud with full tummies and we were happy, but the mud was just nice. And they thought those children were suffering. And I started to say to them, no, these children are not suffering. These children are having fun. Why do you guys treat the children like they're suffering? They're like, no, these children, look at how dirty they are. Maybe they haven't bathed for days. I'm like, no, they did bath yesterday. These children woke up this morning clean and then they went and played in the dirt like this because we loved playing in the dirt like that. There was nothing wrong with us. We were so happy. But they saw who they were in the children that were happy. I am not saying what is going in our country it's fine. I'm just saying wherever you are, you're looking at it from the place of where your vibration is. And I'm saying I'm sorry if I'm triggering you right now, but I have to talk about this because it is one of the things that in August, when we talk about manifestation, we will have to open this door of where are you vibrationally. And this is a picture mirror nicely set up in front of you. Look at yourself. Let me check some Instagram things. Guys, there is, when you click on the thing that I should bring you in, where do I accept that? Because I want to bring you in. I see there are people who are asking to come through. I want to bring you in. I just don't know where to press. Okay, so Miss Friday says, oh, okay. Catherine says, others are happy to claim from the insurance. Oh, Catherine, more looting, right? Miss Friday says, that makes me angry too because we haven't learned from it and we still need to heal pathways. How do you think we can do that? That's what we need to talk about now, Miss Friday. Okay, so I'm reading here. Let me see if there's other questions on Instagram. Okay, they aren't here. Let me see here. Offenses says, we are watching, not talking. Rich. Offense is in the rich department. She's like, we're just looking. We're just looking from this angle. Randy says, rich are planning right now. Yep, rich are planning right now. Rich are like, okay, fine, thank you very much. And it's not about black or white. Well, probably most people in South Africa that are rich, we're talking about South Africa here, are mostly white. But even black people that are rich are actually excited. Guys, mina ngikhulume nabo ngiyantshela it happened. I had to do my research before I come here. And I saw literally God was talking to me that I need to talk to you about this. So then I had to learn a lesson myself out of all of this. And I had to look at myself in my mirror and be like, what's up? Dombi Zodwa says, I felt excited at first, but quickly judged myself. Ngaphuma lapho. So interesting. Oh, Dombi Zodwa. Hi, Dombi Zodwa, which team are you playing for? Dombi Zodwa was like, yes, ngikuye team, but she was like, no man, bantu bakithi bazongijaja ngathi this thing should came back. And that was the thing with vibration. That it is up and down thing. It is an up and down thing. That's why you must know where you are so that you know which way you're going, down or up. Somebody says, but what if you are detached and just watching everything with that? Thank you so much. I was about to get into that one. Thank you so much for asking that one. Okay, so, but what if you are detached and just watching everything without any emotion and even an opinion? Where is my vibration then? Perfect. So now, thank you so much. You are God sent. I was going to forget this. So now, there is this thing called ignorance. They said it's bliss. some people who know English. Now, normally, when you go through a traumatic event, a very traumatic event like an accident, normally I've never been in an accident, but I've seen this from theory and from studies, but I know I've been in situations where I've been traumatic. And normally when you go to something that is way too traumatic, your brain switch off. So you normally do not have any emotion to this that is happening. So you actually just like live it and it happens by itself. So sometimes you will, when I was training to do first aid, because I have a health and safety company and we're training to do first aid on people, they told us that people who have, who can see themselves bleeding a lot, they normally switch off, as in get unconscious, because they can't handle what is happening. So they block it out. They block out the emotion, because the more they think about the fact that they're bleeding to death, the more, it gets worse. But also, people that have been shot but don't know that they've been shot, they survive up to, they can drive 10 kilometers not knowing that they've been shot, and it doesn't affect them until they understand what happened. So sometimes, depending on what, if people break into your house, you will have like a moment of like, the people will say, I froze. Normally it happens in horrible cases of rape. A person said, then they will ask them, why didn't you say something? Why didn't you fight it? They were like, I don't know. I switched off. Because most of the time you're protecting yourself, and sometimes you actually lose the memories of what was happening. So right now you might find yourself switched off because it might have been causing too much that to come up for you, and you switched off and you're not feeling anything, and you're just hoping for it that tomorrow morning we wake up, they say this is no longer here. So thank you so much for asking that question. So when it's way too traumatic for you to deal with, you get into that zone of switching off. And I know several things in my life that had happened. I had the switching off moment. And the switching off moment is just saying, I can't deal with this. It's too much. But sometimes you feel it in your body, then you will feel the effects in your body, but you wouldn't feel them in the emotions because you've switched off, because it's just way too much. Okay, thank you so much for that question. Lihle says, seeing new opportunities. Lihle, are you in the third group? Are you in the riches? Lihle, are you in the riches? Okay. Nomsa Masego says, part of me is excited. I feel like a new opportunity to live. I feel like it's a new opportunity to leave fear behind. Yes, it is an opportunity to leave fear behind. That's why I said to you, we are going through the dark night of the soul. We are going through a transition. These things are not happening for nothing. People are not going through these things for nothing. They are going through they are going through these things so that we can learn from them, and we have the advantage of being able to work with it in the spiritual realm than to work with it in the physical. Because when you work with it in the physical, it doesn't really help you. But we are able to watch it on TV and go back and ask. Watch it and go back and ask. See it on social media and go back and ask. Me, where I stand, how far am I to where I'm going? Trudy says, I got affected by the people that are dying in the process. Okay. Lungisi says, wayibeka kahle wena wakithi. Ngiyabonga bhuti. So Mrendi says, Busi, there's no calm in Durban. There's smoke everywhere here. Okay. So you see, maybe you guys that side, you are not in a space to, it's more physical than emotional. Here in Gauteng, we see it in the news mostly. There are places affected, of course, like seriously affected, but most places here in Gauteng, we are seeing the news. We are seeing what's happening in Durban. It's bad. So, hence I was saying, when you're experiencing it physically, it's way a little bit, you can't really benefit from it. But when you have the chance to think about it, when I'm ready, at this point, you're not running there in the street. You are in your home at this time. Of course, going outside is like, oh my God, it's hell. but you have to take the time and work through this. This cannot leave you the same. This is here to tell you something about you. And because it has to do with economics, I have to come here and talk about it because it has to do with money. This is a whole money class. What is currently happening in the class, in the country right now? It's a whole perfect master class on money. And where us as South Africans, Black South Africans for that matter, stands with money. Miss Pride says, Busi, so in my mind, I see opportunity to heal and help people. Wow, you see? Duh. Does that mean we are understanding our calling also? Yes. That's why I tell you that when the lockdown came, for me, the healer in me stood up. I mean, my most profound healing realization, healer moment came with COVID for me. That is when the whole entire healer in me stood up and was to power. Before I was a coach, and a lot of people just knew me as a coach. During lockdown, I became a healer properly. I went through so much initiation in the spirit that I finally stood up as a healer and I stood. And I stood tall because of that. So right now, if you see healing happening, it means that you are coming into you. You are no longer feeling the movement of what is happening, but you are understanding where it's taking you because it's taking you somewhere. It's opening a whole new level for you. It's opening a whole new door for you. Can you see that door? No wonder says in Ladysmith, people have all kinds of DeFi appliances. I partly feel let out. Girl, I can, you know what? I get you. I feel you. I truly feel you. I truly feel you. Mulelo says, and you are healing, Usis. Yeah, totally. And you are healing us, sis. Yeah. So, and hence I said my income became 800% according to the accountant. I mean, this is the one that counts the money. Like, Jesus Christ, these people can tell you stories you have no idea of. But that's what the accountant says. Now, it happened when I finally realized that I'm a healer. That I finally stood up and say, I am a healer. Me, I will heal people who need healing. If you can notice, I had never said on social media that I'm a healer until that time came. And it took me to. So when people were thinking they were dying from COVID, I became a healer. I went into another level. I have been a healer. I've been doing it closed doors. I've been doing it all my life, actually. But I've been doing it like in the corners. But when that happened, that shaking happened, I come out. I went out. So I'm saying, what is the shaking happening now? Because at that moment, what I saw was people who needed healing. I didn't see I didn't feel like I was going to die from COVID. Still today, I don't know. I just don't feel like I will die from COVID. I feel like I will die from other things, like, I don't know, but not COVID. I just don't feel like COVID can kill. I don't know, but like, I just don't feel like I'm a candidate for COVID dying. I know I'll die, but like, I don't feel like it's that. So when COVID came, everybody was going up and down and thinking they're going to die from COVID. I saw healing. I saw, I'm here, I can heal these people. Definitely bring them to me. And the other thing is that in the spiritual realm, we at that first point of COVID, it's where the cord cutted between the Pisces age and the new age, oh my goodness, the Aquarius age. During COVID, when COVID started, we were going through that transition. It was a big transition. It's still happening, hence COVID is still here. And for me, for the first time, when that transition happened, I saw a healer in me. I didn't see somebody who was going to be killed by COVID. So even now, I'm saying what you see now is telling you where you stand. Make a plan. Do something about it. And I'm not trying to really trigger you. I'm just saying where you stand right now, do something about it. Be very, very honest about what you're seeking and do something. If you are not seeing an opportunity right now, do something, because really don't even try seeing an opportunity. I'm not saying to you today, change your mind and start seeing we are not doing that. It's not that class. It's not that you start affirming things you don't know. Work and say, me, spirit, I keep seeing people who are angry. I keep seeing people who are looting. I keep not even seeing anything. If you're not seeing anything, again, it's a problem. So show me in my dreams where I need to heal. Show me in my dreams what do I need to heal. Show me a sign. Where am I needing to heal? Do I need to heal my veil? What do I need to heal? Do I even know what I want in my life? Somebody says, hi Bosi, it's Kamu. Hi Kamu. Who asked the question about detachment? Thanks for clarifying it, because you are right. I have too many emotions and thoughts around the situation, over and above my other personal drama. So my mind is definitely protecting me from having to process and extra information. Makes so much sense when I come. I know that there is definitely a part of me that is excited, because I know that is bringing about change that we desperately need as a country. Yes. However, another part of me is also worried. Yeah. Okay. So you see there, right there, when I come, you finally saying, okay, I see what's up here. I see what's up here. And then you can then tap into the next level. I'm saying the perfect place is being excited. But if you're not excited, don't try to be excited. Heal so that you can be properly excited. Because if you try to be excited now without healing, my Kobela always says, I need to go down and deep and dig. Not this thing of me of just trying to be excited about everything in life. And I mean, like, if I haven't done that in situations, and then I have to go back and be like, oh God, now I'm stuck again. Oh, you haven't healed enough. Go back. So you don't want to do that. Don't want to be me. Mpilo says, yes, last year lockdown was a breakthrough. I bought a car after a painful breakup. Things started to change. That's when I met you. I was just away though. Oh my goodness. You see, thank you so much for sharing that, because you are showing that there was a shift, a big shift. And normally when we come out of painful relationships, it's normally just God trying to take us out of rubbish so that we can get the things we've always wanted. And that's what happens most of the times. People who come out of divorces, they become the most amazing people. Like, oh my God, what happened? Why were you not this amazing before? Okay, Cindy says, I'm not rich, but I'm excited. So I'm in vibration of the rich. Yeah, but when I girl, yes, money can only come from here, definitely. So, like I was saying, we have to analyze first what's up. What are we seeing? Because this is, of course, showing us what's up with us, and go into the honest truth. And even if, like somebody else was saying, Gama was saying that sometimes I feel like, oh, I'm excited. Sometimes I feel like, oh, no, I'm not. And it's good to notice that, because you are still just going there and there. It's fine. You are already tapping into that level. It's just that, you go back to normally what is normal, and then you go back, and then you go back to what is normal. But at least you're touching something. You're touching the other level. And then you can then only say, what else do I need to heal to totally be out of this vibration? What is, because literally, guys, the poster I posted in Facebook, some of you didn't see it because you're not on Facebook, but it was saying the poor is looting, the middle class is tweeting, the rich don't care. So the poor valley, we're seeing it's happening out there. They are groupies. And it doesn't matter if you drive a BMW or a Mercedes-Benz, you are the poor if you are the poor in the vibration. Then the middle class are tweeting away. They are here, the middle class are here watching this live video. We are talking right now here. Okay? And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with being in the middle class, because you're getting somewhere. The rich are saying, finish, guys. Finish. We want to start work. Finish. Whatever you're doing, finish quickly. We want to start work. Okay? So Bolelo says, Mina COVID accelerated the need for me to do inner work. Yes. The healing I've been undergoing since COVID forced us to slow down and is another level. Loving it. Yes, Mpulelo. You see, it's a shaking, it's a spiritual awakening, this whole entire thing. But the good thing is that it brings us the mirror. When the shaking happens, it brings us the mirror of what we think, where we are. Then we take the mirror and we go do the work. And like I said, we're gonna have last week we had a healing. This weekend we had a healing with women, healing the womb traumas, healing, because the womb for women is a place of creating. And if your womb is carrying pain and trauma, you can't create things you want. So when you can't create things you want, you are blocked. That is why when you see yourself when you see, somebody has just said now, they came out of a breakup and then they find their cousin, what. It's because, remember, when you're in a relationship, that womb is functioning all the time. That person you are within the relationship, they are using your womb, they are accessing your womb, whatever they. So when you come out of a relationship, that womb is like, oh, thank you, Jesus. And then that womb can start functioning properly, because it's no longer carrying that energy of that person. Then you are finally like free. So that is what we were doing this weekend. So if you missed that session, the recording is available. Just send me a DM or send in a WhatsApp message. I'll put the number. Check on Instagram, the phone number. In all the posters, there's a phone number for WhatsApping to get the recording. Do the healing. It was powerful. A lot of women finally were able to ask for their next level because their wombs were now ready to create. Okay, so this weekend we're doing a session with men. We are doing the divine masculine energy. We are doing the same healing we're doing, but we're doing it for the divine. Now, normally men in South Africa, again, because we went through all that story of the apartheid, they were called boys. They were, they were garden boys. They were really, really stripped out their masculine energy. That's why men in South Africa ask you, what do you bring to the table? They want women with man. They don't know how to be men. They don't know how to provide. They don't know how to make things happen. So that's what we're doing this weekend on Saturday. So if you know a man, your brother, your husband, your whoever, your boyfriend that you see, so in relationship, so he's gonna go and study, he hasn't started. They lost that divine masculine energy of getting out there and getting the meat home. They don't have that. Men in South Africa don't have that because of the apartheid. So that we went through. So and I mean, our great grandfathers went through it, and then we had to take it from them. So that's what we're doing this weekend. But also, again, we are having our goddess thing on the end of the month. So we are also going to be doing more work in terms of healing, because come August is going to be the month of manifestation. We have to manifest the next level. So all this that is happening right now is preparing us for the Lionsgate portal, which is a portal where you get to ask for what you want, like you ask for the biggest thing ever. I mean, the Lionsgate portal last year did too much for my life. I am still feeling the effects of the Lionsgate last year. This year, like, I still cannot get over it. So please do the healing. That's what I'm saying. Do the healing. Stand in the mirror. Ask. If you have to get an energy clearing session, get it. Just find out what is it that you need to heal if you don't see what you need to heal. Get a course, get an online course, heal. I mean, there is that course there, Aligning to Me. It's an alignment course that will show you how to work with your angels, how to cleanse your shadow, how to connect with your guides, and all this kind of stuff. Do the work. Cleanse yourself during this time by knowing what is wrong with you. Okay, so Murendi says, the womb said, thank you, Jesus. Yes, no, it was an amazing session we had Sunday. It was an amazing session. Lena says, usually I panic and get distress easily, but I'm healing so much. I am feeling excited and keep on asking for my eyes to be open. Yeah, that's great, Lina. I saw dead bodies, but I'm not shaking at all. I'm just glad I'm doing well emotionally. Yes, well done. You see what healing does? Does that. Age group for the men coach. Any man. Bring any man, as long as it's a man. Anybody can come through, sis. As long as they're above, 16? They can come. Anyway, even if they are younger than 16, but I just don't think anybody younger than 16 will take this serious. Sometimes when you don't know problems you have, you can't understand what's going on. So, yeah, 16, 18, when they understand what's up, they can come. Miss Pride says, thanks, had a powerful dream of something coming out of me last night. This is powerful. Totally. Somebody else says, wow, so profound. What you said about the womb feeling relief after the breakup. That's why we became more creative and look better after the breakup. Yes. I promise you, if as women knew how much our womb are so sacred, we will really do so much self-love that we never had that womb with nothing. That is where our power lies. Even people who do dark magic, they want to sleep with a woman because they need that womb. That womb is a cleansing machine. A person will sleep with you and go get a job tomorrow. That is how powerful that womb is. And most people who watch my channel are healers. So you guys actually come with double the benefit. You are just a woman that can help anybody cleanse their stuff, but then you are actually a woman that can actually give them the running power. That's why every stressed man wants a woman to sleep with. And they will just call you to sleep with you because they are stressed, and your womb can be a place where they can relieve that stress. That's why they need the womb. So when you don't cleanse it, when you don't heal it, hey, you carry rubbish. You carry rubbish. You are literally a toilet walking, because that is the power of the womb. So when you get away from those relationships, finally you can go and take a salt bath and be like, oh Jesus, thank you. And the other relationships, you have to go cleanse them in the river. That's how bad things were. You need to go to a whole entire river to just cleanse the relationship. And then all of a sudden your things come right because you have the womb. You don't need nobody. Women don't need anybody to make anything happen. Men actually need a woman because we have the womb. Men actually need women to progress. But then they normally go and get the woman that has the womb that is already dead because everything has been done to it. And then they just like, it's a mess then. So if you missed the healing session on Sunday, please make sure that you call in. Let me write for you the email, the WhatsApp line there. It's 061 221 5867. I can't type it on the Instagram, guys. So it's 061 221 5867. But you can get it on all the posters that are on my Instagram page. So you can just go on my Instagram page now. You'll see all the posters. They all have that phone number. It's a WhatsApp line for my PA. You just ask her for the recording of the feminine energy. Every woman needs that stuff, guys. Like, please heal your womb. You cannot go forward with a womb that is messed up by wrong energy. Ranzu says, just so I understand, does this mean that a woman's womb can only create when there is no man in it? No. There are amazing men there. Witches. So, hey, there are totally amazing men out there. Just that they don't have placards that say, I am the amazing one. And they never talk too much, those ones. They know they are amazing, so they don't have to, keep saying a lot. So, there are amazing men out there. Oh, hell yes. So, when you have an amazing one, Jesus Christ, you are in for, God loves you. So, It's just that mostly what happens in a relationship is that God gives the woman the power to create, gives the man the power to do. So when you are in a relationship, you have to keep cleansing your womb in a perfect good relationship with no drama. It's just like both of you are doing the work, both of you are improving yourselves, both of you are pushing. You need to cleanse your womb, so then, because your womb has a specific work in this relationship to create, so that it's ready to do the creation. So if a man is with a woman who doesn't cleanse her womb, then he is dying, because this woman is not bringing the table, she's not bringing the value. Her value is that womb, there's that spiritual creation power. So then you find a man with a woman that doesn't understand what's up, then he's dying, he is getting broke, he is getting all these messed up life issues, because he is with a woman who doesn't understand what's up. Then you are no longer valuable then to a man also. So it's not one way, it's both ways. Okay, thank you so much, Queen P, for sharing the phone number on Instagram. Oh, you are on YouTube. Okay. Catherine says placard. Hey girl, those people don't have placards. They don't even comment. Anyway, those people are so quiet. Now there are amazing men there. Yes, Offensive can testify about amazing men. Yeah, no, amazing men, damn it. Once you have an amazing man, Joe. Anyway, you see, women with amazing men, they don't even talk too much, because they don't want to tell the world. Yeah. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do the work. Please do the work. We're going to have another session, I think Friday, during the day, but I think our session for Friday is during the day. I think there's a full moon coming up, so we might be doing that. We might be having a new topic. I have no idea what's happening Friday, but tune in. It might be during the day, Friday. I will let you know. If it's at 6 p.m., it will be at 6 p.m. It doesn't matter, but I will post about it, so don't worry about it. Make sure you click on subscribe so that you know when we go live, so that you can see it. If it's 6 o'clock or if it's during the day, you can be able to access it. If you need the Feminine Energy workshop recording, please send the message to my PA. She will let you have it. We have a website now. You don't even have to download it. You just click on that website and you can watch it, all of it there. Do the work. Please make sure you do the healing work. And it's literally, you put on your earphones and you sit there and you allow the healing to happen. Okay. Make sure that you send anybody and everybody the poster. It's on my Instagram about the men's session this coming Saturday. They are going to be doing the same healing we did for the feminine energy, but they are going to be doing it for the masculine energy to be able to hold up, because that's what they need to. Then the following week, on the 31st, we have a card reader workshop. If you want to become a card reader, I've talked about this sometime, please make sure you join us on that workshop. Tarot card reader. Okay, so Bulelo says she loves full moons. Offensa says, Busi, you missed a question about Khalotle. If a womb is removed, do you lose your power? Oh, I didn't see it. Sometimes they don't come up. Oh, there I see. Busi, if a woman took out the womb, maybe because of illness, can you create? Yebo sis, yebo. And that is why a lot of times we're seeing now that women are losing their wombs. They get cysts and all this, and then they have to lose them. Just because of most of the emotional pain. Normally, if you have so much emotional pain, that's what happens. So if you have had your womb taken out, you don't lose anything in the spiritual realm, because if you are born with a vagina, it doesn't matter what you do, you are born with one. Your vibration is that. So if you was born with one, you have the power, you everything is the same. It's just that now you don't have one physically, but it doesn't matter. So it's not an issue. Please get the recording, do the healing, even if you don't have a physical womb at this moment. The energy of that womb will always be with you. That's why a man can never be a woman can never be a man in terms of that. The energy you came with here, you came with. Like, you signed a contract to be with that energy, to come here with that energy. So you can't lose it, really. You can't. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna see you on Friday. Please click on the subscribe button, click on the like button, click on the share button. Do the work of the Lord. Click on the share button for other children to see this, for other children to understand that what is going on right now, it's a mirror. We need to look at it and work the stuff out. So let's make sure that you have, go to my website. There is so many courses there that you can take and work on stuff that you need to work on. Do not let this opportunity pass you by. I beg you. Thank you so much. Have a lovely, lovely, lovely evening. Bye-bye.